if you ever been in a place where you had your cold emails running successfully, you were booking appointments, and it just kind of suddenly stopped, there is a reason behind it, right? And I'm going to show you in this video how to have a framework and how to have a proven system that you're able to, always get appointments even though, your campaign stops working, all right? So my name is Rakas. I own a cold email agency, and I use this framework every single week for me and my clients to always book appointments even though some campaigns crash out, okay? Now I'm going to explain you how this process works. It's very easy to understand, but you have to know how it works, okay? So first thing is what you want to do is obviously do tests, okay? Every single marketing campaigns, whether ads, advertising, email, LinkedIn, whatever, you need to be doing tests, okay? How you do tests is usually having a few variations and then do testing. So for example, I have campaign 1, campaign 2, campaign 3. Each campaign is sending 1,000 emails a day. So a total is 3,000 emails a day, okay? So let's say a week goes by and you sent out 5,000 emails, okay? 5,000 emails, you send out 5,000 emails, let's write it here, 5,000 emails. And for each, right, for each campaign, you booked, oh, sorry, wrong way to do it. For each campaign, you booked, for campaign 1, you booked 6 appointments, right? Not so good out of 1,000 leads, 5,000 leads, right? For campaign 2, you booked, let's say, 20 appointments, and campaign 3, you booked only 17, okay? Now, what happens is you obviously have a winner, which is this one, okay? So what you do for the other campaigns that weren't as good as the campaign 2 in this case, you're gonna stop them, right? You're gonna completely stop them, you're gonna turn them off, and for the campaign 2, you're gonna keep them running, right? Now, what you're gonna do, and what a lot of people do, you just kind of keep it running, and since you're booking appointments, you don't have to worry about it anymore. And it's kind of in theory, it's a good way to do it because you're booking appointments already, just get more clients. But what you have to have is a safety net. Now, how do you actually create a safety net? To create a safety net, what you're gonna do, and the point of the safety net is obviously when shit goes south, you wanna have a safety net to actually, never stop booking appointments. So for the safety net, what you're gonna do is you're gonna keep running the campaign 2, and then create another one, a duplicate of the campaign, which you're gonna call, in this case, is gonna be campaign 4, and with that, you're gonna change one variable, okay? For this campaign 4, you're gonna change more variable. Let's say it was the subject. Oh, I don't like this color. Subject line, right? It's gonna be the subject line, okay? Only one variable, not leads, not the copy itself, not the offer, only the subject line, right? If you want to change any other variable, feel free to do so, but only change one variable at a time, right? This is really important when you're doing A/B testing, okay? Now with that, what you're gonna do is you're gonna send out 1,000 emails a day with this one. But since we had, a total volume of 3,000 emails per day, so we're gonna do is 3,000 emails per day. And with this, we're gonna send out 500 emails a day, okay? Now, I made a mistake with this, right? On purpose, because obviously you cannot have that many emails sending, right? So what you wanna do is you wanna have the 80-20 rule, right? What the 80-20 rule means is you're gonna put 80% of your leads into campaign number 2, and 20% of the leads remaining you're gonna put into the campaign number 4, okay? Now it's gonna be around 2.5 grand emails per day with the campaign 2, which is our winner campaign, and campaign 4 is going to be sending out 500 emails per day, which is our testing campaign, okay? Now, what that does is it builds us a safety net, okay? So let's say another, week goes by, and with this with this campaign, you obviously send 12,500 emails, right, out of 5 days, and with this one, you send 3,000 emails. So let's take the 3,000 leads emails we send with each campaign, right? For that week, we're gonna take only 3,000 leads from this and 3,000 leads from this, okay? What happens is we'll see. Let's say our campaign 2 booked, out of those 3,000 leads, right? Not out of 12,000 total, out of 3,000 leads, it booked 21 appointment, okay? Now for the campaign 4, out of our test, out of 3,000 leads, it actually booked 23 appointments, right? What we see that this is actually a winner campaign. So what we do then? What we do is kind of stop the campaign number 2, which was our first winner, and then continue running the fourth one, but increase the volume to the current volume that the campaign 2 had, to 2,500 emails per day, and add another campaign, which is going to be campaign number 5, and do another test. Okay, and you probably see the pattern right now. You're going to do unlimited tests, right? And test a new offer, a new subject line, a new lead list, or whatever, every single week. Okay, what that does, it just always gives you a safety net, and obviously you're building skill because you're seeing what different offers, what different tests work better for you now. And also, you just have a vault. You can build like a safe, an email, a cold email safe that's you can always open up and see like what worked for you previously, right? And once you run out of ideas, you can take one of the ideas that you had previously tested and it worked, and you can test it out again. Okay, so like you have like an unlimited package of good emails that you have tested out. Obviously, not all of them gonna be good. So you might if this campaign, let's say again, we send out 80% of the leads here, 20% of the leads right here, and after a week, we sent out 3,000 leads with the test campaign, right? With the test campaign, 3,000 leads with the test campaign. And now we see that out of 3,000 leads, again, not 12,500, out of 3,000 leads, this campaign booked us the same 23 appointments like it did previously, but this one only booked us, 15 appointments, right? So we're not gonna, end this one. What you're gonna do is actually then end the campaign 5 and keep running the number 4 adding, oops, while adding, while adding again a new test into the mix, and it's going to be right now a campaign 6, 500 emails a day, and you're just gonna keep on doing that every single time, whatever time frame you have. Usually what I recommend is for a single test, send out 3,000 emails, because you want to have enough volume to actually make sure that that test was successful or unsuccessful, right? You don't want to make emotional decisions. And another really, 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 really important thing is you do not, and I'm telling you, do not test more than one variable at a time, right? If you're testing the subject line, you're only testing that. If you're testing the offer, you're only testing that. If you're testing the copy, you're only testing that, right? You don't want to make too many changes at a time, especially what happens, and I see a lot of people what they do. Let's say they do run out of leads, right? Oops, they do run out of leads, and that you kind of pick a new database with that, and which is also not ideal, because if the leads change and it's completely different, right? So how do you expect the results to be the same, right? What I mean by that is if you're taking leads from, you would, let's say, you used to take leads from Apollo, right? From Apollo, and now you decided to take leads from Zoom Info, right? Another database. So what you're gonna find out is that, let's say for campaign 4, right? Campaign 4 used to use the Apollo. From campaign 6, you use the Zoom Info. These are completely two different Zoom like the data sources, right? They've probably been scraped differently, and usually different databases have slightly different data that you have on compared to why you want to scrape those guys. And yeah, you're just gonna get completely ridiculous results, right? So always use the same variables and test only one variable at a time. Okay, so hopefully I put a to put the point across, right? This rule itself is called the 80-20 rule, right? It's really simple. It's a simple marketing rule if you want to test things out. Don't make it too complicated, even though it may be at first, right? When you're just trying to implement this framework, it may be complicated, but in the end, when you actually do it, you'll always have a safety net. Whenever shit goes south or anything happens, you'll always have a system that's gonna book appointments for you, right? Which I feel like the most important thing when you actually want to scale the business is booking appointments consistently without worrying, when's it gonna stop, when I'm gonna, be, in a lot of pain because I cannot book any more appointments. Okay, so hopefully I made it valuable for you. If you got any questions for me, it's gonna be the first link in the description. Join my free Discord community, right? Ask me any questions around your business, around your agency, around booking appointments, and I'll help you out. Okay. Second link in the description is going to be mailsteady.com. It's a software that we use for getting cold email accounts for really, really cheap. So you could actually scale your agency or your business really, really fast with cold email. Okay. Appreciate you and have an amazing day.